Now let's make a creamy strawberry insert for the hazelnut cake. I have here my pre-baked hazelnut sponge. You will find the recipe below. I just use the cookie rings to use it as an insert, so that is going to be my mold. The idea is to pour the strawberry caramel on the top of each sponge to level it up and to give this nice creamy texture on top of the crunchy and chewy sponge. Standard method for cooking creme glace. I will guide you through the steps. This is just defrosted frozen strawberry. I also added here a little bit of strawberry liqueur that will help with the texture and also boost the flavor. I'm going to blitz this with a stick blender and heat it up to approximately simmering point. Then I'm going to mix my egg yolks and sugar together and combine half of the hot strawberry mixture with the egg yolks to temper them, and then return it back and cook up to 82 degrees. That's why I have my thermometer to check it. Then I'm going to add my bloom gelatin, and all of this I'm going to pour on top of my chilled butter and blitz it with a stick blender. Then equal amount will go on top of each sponge. And now this is going into the freezer until it's fully frozen. I would assume this thickness would be frozen within 4 or 5 hours. Let's make a crunchy insert for the cake. This time is going to be a streusel, or I usually pronounce it as a streusel. It's a simple combination of few ingredients. I have here soft salted butter and sugar, plain flour and hazelnut meal. Just going to combine this all together and roll out to approximately 2 or 3 millimeter thickness. After rolling out, you can put it in the fridge. In this case, it would be easier to cut the disc. Now I'm going to bake this for approximately 10 minutes at 160 degrees Celsius fan-forced oven. Bake until you see the attractive color on top. Let's make a strawberry and white chocolate mousse for the cake. I have my defrosted strawberries, honey and strawberry liqueur. All of these together I'm going to blitz and heat it up to 80 degrees until it starts to simmer. Then I'm going to add my gelatin mass and pour it all over the white chocolate in a tall jug, and then blitz it again. And when the temperature of this mixture is going down to 25 degrees, I'm going to mix in my semi-whipped cream. To speed up the cooling down process of the mixture, transfer it to the larger bowl. It also will be easier to mix in the whipped cream. Meanwhile, I'm just going to unmold my insert and prepare my mold. Strawberry and white chocolate mixture is 25 degrees, and I'm going to fold in the whipped cream. That's the consistency of the mousse. Put my crunchy layer. And now this goes in the freezer until it's fully frozen, so it's at least 6 to 8 hours. Now I'm going to make a glaze for my strawberry jelly decoration. This glaze is very simple and very thin, so I just need my gelatin bloomed in water, and I'm going to use strawberry liqueur. Basically, you can use any flavored liquid that you would like. You can use any juice, you can use flavored water. If you're going to use juice or flavored water for your glaze, you can sprinkle gelatin on top of your juice or water, You don't need to bloom it beforehand. It's the same method that I've used for the carrot glazing in my previous recipe. If you're going to use a liqueur, and in my case it's approximately 15% proof liqueur, that's why I'm going to have my gelatin separately bloomed in water. I'm going to put my gelatin in the microwave until it's fully melted, and then I'm going to put my liqueur inside and just mix it. I'm going to use a skewer just to dip my jellies. It's a small amount, that's why I don't want to have a large volume. In terms of jelly, I have my jelly freezing in this mold. I found this mold for the ice blocks in the store, and I realized that I can use for my strawberry jelly. I'm going to unmold a few of these jellies and put this back in the freezer until I prepare my glaze, and then I'm going just to dip inside. And I'm going to use sesame seeds to make it look like it's strawberry seeds. And while my strawberry is defrosting, I'm just going to prepare hazelnut decoration. I will need just sugar. I'm going to make a caramel, and I will need some small and tall pot. The idea is when you cook your caramel, you put the hazelnut in a skewer like this, and then you dip it, and then you leave it to drip over the silicone mat, or you will need construction like this to allow the dripping. This sort of decoration very easy to make, and it makes your cake or tart look stunning. Your hazelnut can be with husk or without husk. It just affects the color of the hazelnuts. If you will cool it down a little bit more than I did, or you can see on my last two examples, you can get the caramel spikes, so your hazelnut decoration looks even more interesting. I've never tried combination of hazelnut and strawberry, that's why this cake is here. All kind of hard elements like a sponge, streusel, and my short crust is hazelnut, and very creamy and velvety is all related to the strawberry. I have my strawberry cremule on top of each sponge. I have white chocolate and strawberry mousse that is holding all this together. I have my strawberry jelly on top. So it's the whole idea is just combine two flavors, but under the different angle and under the different texture.